Welcome to joonloops. Today's video is an analysis is why people hate BTS.
Even now, like my ears are really itchy because somebody's like hating right now, like on Twitter or anywhere. But we have our fans and they purple us, and with that, we can't get anything over.
Ever since they got bigger, the amount of hate they got has gotten out of control. Even recently, Byte had to sue dozens of people because of the targeted bullying. I always asked myself why they got so much crap, and after I put some thought into it, I came up with a list of reasons why people hate them so much. 1. Bitterness. While a lot of non-K-pop stans hate BTS for their K-pop roots, which have everything to do with xenophobia, racism, misogyny, K-pop stans hate BTS for totally different reasons. K-pop stans hate that BTS made it in the West while the other groups are so much as struggling to chart in bubbling under. In 2017, when BTS won the Social Artist Award, they were ridiculed and K-pop stans called it the Paper Award. Their point was that BTS was westernized, and was seeking Western validation. A few months later, they were all trying to get their faves to get a nomination. The same thing literally happens each time BTS achieve something. 2. Projection. People hate that BTS succeeded, they hate that BTS don't need them, they hate that BTS are young men who learn to love and be happy with themselves, be in peace with themselves. They hate that BTS know who they are and are okay with their own persons. While most of these people are insecure, struggling with themselves or hate themselves, are toxic and refuse to reflect on it. All they want is to project their fantasies on K-pop artists, people they idealize and most likely idolize. K-pop idols are physically attractive, talented, funny, have friends and are successful. But God forbid they actually show weakness or show they maybe struggle with a lot of issues themselves. BTS are idols who show their weak side, they show they are actual human beings with human emotions, and it breaks their perspective and disillusions about K-pop idols. In their music, they tackles real-life issues, reflect on themselves and take the people who listen to them into an introspective and healing journey. I mean, they literally have albums titled Face Yourself, Love Yourself and Map of the Soul. However, these people don't wanna face themselves, they don't want to acknowledge they are unhappy and are most likely toxic and terrible persons. They definitely don't want to work on it and get better. So they are left with no other options than to hate on BTS for it. 3. BTS don't need them. When BTS debuted, they were literally nobodies. Unlike most groups these people stan, BTS debuted with nobody to back them up but their own small company. They had to build themselves from scratch to get where they are today. And they did it all while breaking codes, shaking tables and actively being non-conventional. K-pop stans love the illusion that K-pop companies give them. The illusion of being needed, the illusion of being in control of the people they stan. However, BTS have proved they could make it without a whole power machine backing them, unlike most big K-pop groups before them who come from big companies. They built their own universe and invited people who were willing to love them for what they are on their journey. And they made it. These people loved when BTS were struggling, because only then they could feed their underrated narrative. 4. The underrated complex. These antis loved when BTS were struggling, because then they could feel needed, they could say they stan an underrated group. But ever since a lot more people love and support BTS, they don't feel edgy or special anymore. So they have, again, no other option but to hate BTS. To put it simply, these are miserable, insecure, unhappy people. They have a low esteem of themselves and are desillusional, and since hating BTS is the norm nowadays, it's always like something you have to do to be accepted within the K-pop community. That's what they do. Hating BTS has become so normalized that nobody even bat an eye anymore to the extreme crap they get on the daily. But we all know that these same people who supposedly hate them still secretly need BTS and ARMY's validation.
No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself. Find your name and find your voice by speaking yourself. Like most people, I've made many and plenty mistakes in my life. I have many faults and I have many more fears, but I'm gonna embrace myself as hard as I can. And I'm starting to love myself gradually, just little by little. What is your name? Speak yourself. Thank you very much.
Anyways, that was it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more analysis and overall K-pop content. Stay home and be safe.